Hi, I'm Corey Pollard. Welcome to my website. I'm a workers' compensation attorney in Richmond, Virginia. Today we're going to talk about workers' comp settlements. Now, I have a lot to say about settlements, but this video is going to be short. We're just going to touch on some of the factors I examine when deciding how much to try to settle a client's case for. So let's start with the first factor, compensability. Just because you were hurt at work doesn't mean you're entitled to workers' compensation benefits. So if the employer and its insurance carrier have a valid dispute or valid defense as to why your injury should not be covered, then that's going to affect the value of settlement. But if you have already proven that you had a compensable accident and injuries or occupational illnesses that are covered under the Workers' Comp Act, then your case will have more value for settlement. The second factor I look at is your pre-injury average weekly wage. Many of the benefits in a workers' comp case, such as temporary total disability, temporary partial disability, and permanent partial disability, are based on how much money you were making at the time you were hurt. The more money you are making, the greater the potential settlement value. The less money you are making, the lower the settlement value. So that's something that you'll have to consider, or that your attorney should consider, when trying to negotiate a settlement. The third factor is, where are you in the process? Meaning, has the insurance carrier already accepted and paid certain benefits, both wage loss and permanency or even medical treatment benefits? If so, then the insurance carrier knows that its potential liability is lower than it otherwise would be. If, however, you are trying to negotiate a settlement when there's a dispute over a future surgery or your entitlement to ongoing or even an initial period of wage loss benefits, then your case will have greater settlement value. Fourth, what medical treatment will you need in the future? The more medical care you will need, such as a potential lumbar or cervical spine fusion surgery, or a knee or joint replacement or revision, then the greater the value of your case. On the other hand, if you are not a surgical candidate or have already undergone surgery that was paid for by the insurance carrier, then the future medical portion of your case is lower, and the settlement value will be lower. Next, I look at any permanent restrictions that you may have and your likelihood of returning to work. If you've received permanent restrictions after reaching maximum medical improvement, and your doctor says that you will never return to your pre-injury job, then your case has greater settlement value. On the other hand, if you've been released to full-duty work or have been restricted to light-duty work, but there are many jobs that you are capable of performing, then your case has lower settlement value. And finally, I take a look at permanency. Do you have permanent loss of use of the injured body part? Will you be able to use that body part in any other type of work? And if the answer is no, then your case has a higher settlement value. So these are just some of the factors, really the tip of the iceberg. And if you have more questions about your specific injury, then I encourage you to visit my website, cpollardlaw.com, or call me at 804-251-1620 or 757-810-5614 to discuss the settlement value of your specific case.